$3,500.
This is great storage.
They can keep that nice apartment for that price. Cause ain't no way. Rise and shine. Welcome back, you guys. It's a new day, a new apartment tour. Today I'm going to be looking at a studio apartment around the $2,000 mark in the Washington DC metropolitan area. My appointment is in an hour and 30 minutes. It's about an hour and 15 minutes in DMV traffic, so I'm about to take my dogs out. I'm already dressed for the gym because I'm gonna go to the gym after this tour. I'm wearing Gymshark's rest day hoodie in a size medium, the Gymshark Adapt Safari shorts. 10 out of 10. I mean, I'm probably wearing the Adapt 90% of the time. I love it so much. And then I'm wearing the Gymshark minimal bra also, and you guys can shop Gymshark and use my discount code Lashae at checkout and it will give you guys 10% off at checkout. So let's head over to this apartment, and I hope there's street parking or parking in general. This is something that I always look for because I will have guests over, and I know my mom is like, is there parking in the city? So I gotta make sure my family and friends are good and kind of peep the surrounding area. If there's a metro, that'd be nice too. Is it have a good walk score? You guys know that's really important for me. Is there grass? Okay, so I can take my dog out. These are things I'm looking for. Is it safe or is it in like a sketchy area? We're gonna find out today. So let's go. Oh, also it's not a high rise. I wanna say it has like 7 floors. And it's more of like a big spread out community feel. So we're gonna switch it up today and see what we can get for around $2,000 in comparison to the other apartments that I've showed you guys within this series. So I will link the other apartment tours that I've done so far in the DC area in the cards. And I have a playlist as well that I made. So if you guys wanna just check those out and just, I don't know, compare the apartments, the price point, what you can get in the area, then you guys can also help me chime in the comments with what you guys like best for this apartment hunting series. And obviously the goal is for me to find an apartment within the next 8 weeks, so hopefully this one is good and it's not terrible. So let go. I've arrived. There's so much grass over here. It's not a good walk score. It's kind of like you have to drive if you want to go to like the grocery store. There's no like cafes or like shops underneath the building itself, but it's in like a really nice, I wouldn't even say residential, I want to say like not commercial, but like kinda, I don't know, but it is a little bit outside of DC. I feel like if you are in the DMV, you're trying to look for apartments in the metropolitan area, it's gonna be a better deal, baby, to live outside of DC itself. DC is very small, it's like a square, very expensive. There's still a lot of like up and coming areas in DC. There's some really nice bougie areas like DuPont Circle, Georgetown, the Wharf. Those are expensive. Like I wanna say like $3,000 maybe for a studio. But just for reference, as far as like location, I am probably, I'll just put in like the National Mall and tell you guys it is a 22-minute drive, about 12 miles away, which isn't bad if you have a job in the city. It's not a big commute to look outside of DC itself. So I wanted to kind of touch on that in case you guys are actually watching this series because you're looking to move. Definitely consider areas outside of DC itself: Alexandria, Arlington, Clarendon, Falls Church, Tysons. I wouldn't even say Springfield. I feel like that's kind of far, but you know, people commute from Woodbridge area. That's very far. And these are places in like Northern Virginia. So I don't know, if you're looking for the metro, like I wouldn't really go past Springfield. That's the blue line, I think, and it's the last stop. So if you're looking for easy commute to get to work, then yeah, Springfield and anything north of that, you'll probably be good to go. Even like Bethesda and Maryland, I think would be a good location if you're looking at places outside of this city. I would say Rockville, although I don't know if there's a metro there. guys, I'm not really sure. All I know is this isn't too far from the city itself. So I wanted to touch on some of the amenities because I might look at the amenities today, and that's what kind of sparked me to look at this apartment building today. So they have co-working lounges, also outdoor lounges with fireplaces and barbecues, a resort style pool, but it's in a courtyard. Mind you, this is not going to be a high rise, so you're not going to get that luxury hotel feel with the pool on the roof. Personal preference, I would prefer a roof on the pool because having a courtyard pool, it brings a lot of noise if your unit is facing the courtyard. So personally, I would prefer to have a unit on the outside that faces the street and like the neighborhood area. So I always do consider that, just because my last apartment I had a pool courtyard view and it was really cute when the pool was empty. But when people are having parties, they're blasting music, there's little kids screaming, and your window is right there, it's kind of distracting. So lesson learned, a private park, not just for the dogs, but for you to relax and like sit. They also have a dog park for socializing and exercise. I would like to see that today, along with a pet spa, a 24-hour gym, and what stood out to me is they have a Smith machine, a leg press, and a leg extension, which is good if you want to get in a quick workout at home, with also having a lot of cardio options and stair machine, as well as a theater room. So those are some good, I would say, pros for amenities. And then the studios, as for reference, go around $2,000 depending on the floor and the layout style, and that's about 526 square foot. I'm not against a studio. My last apartment in LA was a studio, and it was my favorite preferred apartment out of the 5 that I lived in. It was perfect for me at that time. So as long as the studio has good storage and like a big walk-in closet, then I think that's fine, and like an extra closet for your cleaning stuff and your luggage and stuff like that, your Christmas tree, whatever. If it has good closet space and storage, I think a studio would be good. And I'm not gonna knock it, especially for the price. I think that's pretty good. It's on the end of like the lower side of my budget. They also have updated appliances, so you guys are gonna see that, with wood floors, deep kitchen sinks, and also updated appliances like the fridge. It's the double door that opens like this, like the full doors with the water dispenser on the outside. I have yet to see an apartment with a water dispenser, and that kind of is like nice to have, like your ice machine at convenience. And then they have the high ceilings, and these apartments have the glass standing showers with like marble tile and marble countertops. So it's really like the little things that make the apartment look good. And the one thing I didn't like when I was looking at the 1 bedrooms, I don't know if we're gonna see that today. If we do, that's cool, but that, just as reference, is around $2,400, okay? The only thing I didn't like about those layouts is it has the built-in desks like in the kitchen living room space. I hate that, because then it takes away from your decor, and personally I would rather have like an entryway table, not me being forced to have like a sit-in built-in desk that I wouldn't really use. So that would be a con, because I feel like it's a waste of space. And then also their islands are not a traditional island. It's the type that has the extended countertops, so you guys will see that where the sink is sitting and it's attached. So not my preferred style when it comes to the kitchen area. And that was like the difference really between the 1 bedroom and the studio. And they have big closets from what I could tell online. So that was just the difference there, and that would be a price of about $400 to $500 compared to the studio, so just depending on your budget. And then I also saw that they did some promotions. It wasn't the best. I've seen better on my apartment search, but they're giving 2 weeks free for a 12+ month lease. Usually be like a month or 2 months. 2 is a stretch if it's a new building, sure, but yeah, the 2 weeks is like some coins on the side, but savings is savings. So that's pretty much a rundown on the unit that we're gonna go look at. So I'm gonna take you guys in there with me. I might just tell them that I want to record for my sister because she's out of town or something, because I really want to get the footage. It's so awkward to be like, oh, do you mind if I film? And I'm already midway trying to record, and then the angles just are terrible, and the video is just super short and shaky. So I'm gonna try my best to get the content for you guys, but it looks very well maintained, and there's like mulch and bushes and stuff, but a lot of grass over here. I think there's like a little park over here as well. This might be the private park that they were talking about, because I had assumed it would have been a rooftop, but I don't think that's the case for this. So it is super cute, very like mowed, and benches and stuff like that too, so that's really nice. Since the appointment is in 20 minutes, I have time to share some of the reviews that I found online that were kind of concerning. I had brought up in my last apartment tour about online reviews and how much you guys consider them when you're looking for apartments for yourself. Some people said, girl, I don't look at reviews at all. Other people said that they do keep them into consideration. And then someone had asked, or suggested rather, I ask people around the building what they think about living here. I think that's probably the best bet. But then again, I don't like to bother people and like be all up in their business like that. I don't know. But if someone came up to me and asked me like, hey, what do you think about this place and you live there, I would probably tell them the tea for real, like, run girl, or yeah, I like it, etc. So this person gave a 1 star, but they said I want to give 0 stars if I could, and their concern was about the water quality and having particles and fragments in the water. So they said that they are kind of forced to buy bottled water, and this is something that a lot of the residents have to deal with. They said that they also put in a complaint with management and they actually did nothing. So that's very concerning, the quality of the water, and they posted pictures of it and it looked absolutely nasty. Like, particles were in the water. So if you're showering, you're drinking, you're giving it to your animals, I don't think that's something that I want to be dealing with. You're cooking with it. Like, I don't think that's safe because you don't know what that is. They said that they reported this issue to the leasing and they have yet to receive a response. So that tells me that management doesn't prioritize requests or concerns. So that's something to keep in mind. This next person also gave a 1-star review, and they said that this community finally opened up nearby and they wanted to make an appointment to tour, but as soon as they arrived, they were very disappointed. First, he was greeted with the resident who was allowing their dog to basically use the bathroom in the lobby area, and then they also said that they were not a fan of all the Amazon packages that were left at the front door that had not been collected. That was a very big concern when I toured the apartment #1 vlog, because I do get a lot of online orders, and if they're not prioritizing the organization and making sure that they're being delivered to the residents and or being stored in a safe area, not in a lobby where people can just walk in or see what you have, that's a problem. So I totally get where this person is coming from. I share the same concerns. I like when buildings have the locker system where you have to get your own code. I think that's more accessible than having a leasing office collect your packages and you can only get them when the leasing office is open. So like my last apartment had the lockers. It was amazing, and I think it's my preference just through my experience. So yeah, this person definitely was not a fan, and he said judging by other reviews regarding the noise, it looked like he really dodged a bullet. He said he had to give credit to the designers of the building. It was an attractive community. However, he couldn't get over the negative first impression that he had when entering. And then the last review is also a 1 star. I just wanted to highlight some negative perspectives of people that had been here, lived here, toured it, whatever. They said, first of all, nobody answered the phone. So if you can't answer the phone, how's the customer care with the residents there? I don't know. That's kind of like a big thing, is good management and customer service. He said that the apartments look great at first glance, but the door hinges break, the doorknobs fall off, not to mention the air conditioning constantly goes out. Ooh, no, not the air conditioning. And then they said that they also have been struggling since moving in with getting a comfortable temperature. Yeah, that's not great, especially with winter coming up. Guys, it gets cold here. We get all seasons in the DMV area, so definitely keep that in mind. And they also left this review saying not to mention that they lived on the 7th/top floor, and with that you have to take the freight/garbage elevator, which smells like garbage. Oh nah, talk about disgust. And basically you're paying $3,000 a month, and these are just basic problems that occur. So yeah, also speaking of garbage smells, I did live in an apartment in LA, and the gym was in the basement where the trash chute ends, like with the trash. So while I was working out the whole time, all I could smell was garbage, and it was very off-putting and unsettling to the stomach. So I totally get where that person is coming from. Again, you have to take these reviews with a grain of salt and think about, does that concern me, or is that a concern for an individual? Because we're all different, right? Like, maybe if you don't live on the 7th floor, to avoid that, get an apartment on a different level. Yo, why is the closet so big?
The closet's huge.
Wow.
Oh yeah, sorry about that. The power's out.
That's fine. This is great storage. And how much does the 2-bedroom go for?
35 to maybe 38. That also depends on like top floor, you know.
Yeah, and there's 7 floors, right?
Secondary bedroom.
Okay.
Same dimensions. Main difference is the bathroom. This one's single vanity, so you lose the sink, but you gain all this storage.
Oh,
Same
nice.
size
The shower.
closet.
Okay.
Yeah. And no tub. Just the shower.
Cute.
And there's one, so if the 1-bedroom we just saw, if you were to think it's a little tight, you know, keep in mind how.
Nice. So do you have a 1-bedroom or a 2-bedroom?
It's like, I gotta pay for it now, though. It's not anything special. I literally had no choice.
One thing about me, I'm gonna make small talk to get the angles for you guys. That was actually a really nice tour experience. At first, I was like, this boy is gonna be rushing me. But when you started talking about small talk, he was giving me his whole life story. But I thought I was gonna be able to see some studios today, but I guess he said that they're basically all rented out, and or the people just moved, and so they have maintenance in there, refreshing it, getting it ready for move-in. So I wasn't able to look at that, so I'll correct the title with the amount. Instead, he took me to see the 1-bedrooms and then the 2-bedrooms. The 2-bedrooms, baby, it was giving like a home feel, like a very luxury home. First of all, that's the same fridge I have at my mama's house, and I really liked the decor. Like, that one review was like not lying when they said like, oh, the decor and the designers did a great job. Excellent job. There was a lady in the garden area doing feng shui movements, and I was like, yes, girl. And the gym was very small. I have a gym membership, so I'm not really pressed on that, but if I wanted to go do quick cardio, then I definitely could. I wasn't able to see the mail room, but I did see that they had packages in the lobby. I don't know if those were food deliveries or actual packages, but that kind of is concerning because they were still sitting there by the time that I got back from my tour. So I don't know what was up with that. The closets, did you guys see the closet in that 2-bedroom? It also had in the 2-bedroom a shower and a tub, so you definitely be getting the benefit of both and not having to sacrifice if you are someone that prefers a tub over a standing shower. The countertops, after seeing that, I don't mind having an extended counter with the sink inside of it. The sinks themselves were super deep, and I feel like that really elevated the feel of the apartment. They didn't have floor-to-ceiling windows, but they were very large windows, and the ceilings were on the taller side as well, which was really nice. The full-size washer and dryers, yes, there was a closet in the entryway, so you really do get all of those upgraded features within your unit. The hardwood floors, and they have different units, as you guys saw. Like, the counters and the cabinetry differed depending on whatever layout and floor plan you do choose, so I'm able to see that online. Just personal preference. I do like the brighter white, but I also like the darker, like, espresso wood as well. I feel like they all look really good. The pantry in the kitchen, let me go on the website because I can't remember what he said the 2-bedroom was, but I'm gonna be able to tell you right now what you can get for, I think it was definitely in the 3s. That, I'm gonna be honest, is not in my budget. I looked at that today purely for fun because I was looking for the studios in the lower end, and I think he said that those really only qualified for some sort of program, like income program, like low income, so you have to qualify for those, and obviously I didn't see any of those today, so I don't know that. But I did ask him about the water, and this was midway of us like kikiing and whatever, because he was telling me his whole life story. So anyway, the 2-bedroom that I looked at, where is it? Oh, and they also really fit a king bed perfectly, which is nice. So $3,500. They can keep that nice apartment for that price, because ain't no way. But if that is in your budget, maybe you have a roommate, maybe you have a dual income where you're married, your man is paying half, you're paying half, I don't know, girl, that could be nice for you. But as an independent lady that's looking to live on her own in the DC area, baby, it's a no for me. But it's cute. I don't know about the water though. He said it smelled like sulfur, and he said if the apartment is sitting for too long and nobody's using the water, it's gonna smell like rotten eggs. I was like, stop lying to me. Is there particles in the water or not? He's like, I never heard of that. The layout, depending on the floor, could go up to $3,800, which is certainly not in my budget. But you guys will be able to see what you could get for that price. And again, it won't be me. So that's just about going to wrap up today's tour. It was kind of a fail because I really wanted to see a studio and compare it to my studio in LA. But I feel like with those features, it will look really nice as a studio. I would just be concerned about the closet area. But again, you can just look at the layouts and see what the exact like dimensions are. But again, it was like 500 square foot, so I don't know. But what did you guys think about that tour? It was really cute. It didn't have balconies, I will note that, and the pool was really nice. They said they always have a lifeguard. There's no concierge though, and I'm looking for concierge. He was giving me concierge vibes, not a leasing agent. So I don't know. I can't remember what he said. Something about like, oh, we're open 24 hours. Like, does that mean that the leasing office is open 24 hours? I don't really know what he was trying to say there. But I'm glad I got the footage because he was opening up the cabinets for me, for you guys. So I had to tell a lie, like, oh, let me record this for my mom. Anything for the vlog. But on that note, I'ma catch you. Subscribe for the next tour because I will be looking for something maybe in the thousands. I would love to look at an apartment at like $1,500. That would be amazing if I could find that. Give me some suggestions of some affordable places in the DC area that you want to see me tour. I'm choking on my Christmas scent that I'm trying to get rid of, but I'ma catch y'all.